Hey guys, so I'm here to give you guys my review regarding the Diddy documentary. Um yeah. So it's a really good documentary. I have to say, really good. And I really have to say that I am surprised about details about P. Diddy, but I am not shocked. So, when I was younger and this whole thing was happening with P. Diddy, of course, I love hip hop, love hip hop fashion, everything about hip hop, growing up. And I remember when I was preteen and when Biggie and Tupac died. Again, you guys, I was just a kid and I was like, Puffy did it. For me as a kid, I just felt like this man, he's the one to gain everything. And I remember the song, every step I take, every move I make, I'll miss you. I mean, I can't sing, but it was such a beautiful song. And I just felt like after these two guys were gone, Biggie and Tupac, like all the limelight, everything went on Diddy. And that's my 2 cents. He really was this celebrity. If I saw him going to the right, I would go to the left. I kid you not. Especially as a millennial who has grew up in a time like we're so obsessed with celebrities. Yes, if I saw somebody who was a celebrity, I'm like, oh, celebrity, I'm coming your way. But P. Diddy really was someone, I have no idea. Like, again, as a kid, I just was like, P. Diddy is, yeah, P. Diddy is responsible. I think if this happened and we had TikTok, I would have gone and said P. Diddy is responsible. Like I said, he seemed like someone who, like, why not, like, because he benefit from both of these guys. I also, yeah, and so that's one of the things. And even things people were talking about with Andre, like his philosophy with working with artists, which is he feels like the, forget the artist, it's all about him. I noticed that too. I always was like, yo, you know what? If Rihanna signed up with P. Diddy, she would not be where she is right now. P. Diddy would just use her. I used to pay attention to how his artists were just not making money, but everybody else who was signed up with different artists, like they were being big, they were making money. I noticed that. Um, and I think for me, making the band, oh my gosh, was the last thing where I was like, P. Diddy's disgusting. And the way he would talk to the people, like the artists, I was like, no, that is that's just wrong. I remember once there was like one of the for making the band for the Danny Kane. There was this girl, and I think she was like 20 something, and I think by then I was also in my 20s. And I remember P. Diddy was like, hey, you're 20 something, and he's like, you're done for. And I was just like, for a man to tell a 20 something year old woman that she's done for, like there's nothing, like there's nothing more to her. I was just like, how dare him talk to her like that? So yes, am I so shocked of the level of the discussing it and disgusting how the things he has done? Yes, I'm surprised by that. But his character, like I said, from someone from afar, I was like, no, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I was like, no, that's what I thought. Again, Cassie, I thought the same thing. I was like, why is this young girl um like why did he do that to her? Bam, she's girlfriend. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So yeah, and I don't know, the way I'm giving is my opinion. I don't know if I'm, if anything I'm giving is like spoiler alert. But yes, like even Cassie, showing you like Cassie did, was somebody's girlfriend, and then he took her. But yeah, like what I like about the documentary is, like, if you did feel, I don't think it's any surprise for anyone, but like the documentary give you the details of it. Like, I always thought Diddy was slimy, but the details of how slimy he is, you know, and now he's not only slimy, he's a psychopath. Yeah, again, Kim Porter, he was someone's girlfriend, and it's almost like he doesn't know how to choose. He's in competition with other men. And then so if this man, that he sees, this man who's a you know high figure or a huge celebrity has a woman, then he's gonna go after that woman. And so, that's what it shows. But yeah, so I kind of lost my train of thought. All this is to say, again, I'm not surprised. And I kind of was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, like, I was right about him. Like I said, anytime I see a celebrity growing up, I was like, oh, I remember meeting Nelly, running towards every celebrity I've seen. But I remember telling myself, no, not P. Diddy. And P. Diddy has done such amazing things. Amazing things. He's great. He has done great things for the culture. But for some weird reason, I also saw that something was very sinister about that man. And like I said, I saw that when I was a young kid. I was like, P. Diddy is responsible for Biggie and Tupac. Especially Biggie. For me, and for the documentary to show you that he, allegedly, kind of walk, Biggie to his death. Yeah, I saw that coming. And so overall, it is, what do you guys call it? Destiny swap. He destiny swap with Tupac and Biggie, basically. It's really sad, but that's my 2 cents. If you care, to listen. I know so many people are talking about it, but I wanted to give my 2 cents about the whole situation. All right. Thank you. Have a nice day.